Talk on the Signature Required podcast. I am your host, Miss Brittany Renee, where we talk about your purpose, entrepreneurship, and everything in between. Today, we will be covering the topic on Jalen Carter. He is one of the top 5 draft picks coming out of Georgia, and allegedly he was involved in street racing where 2 people lost their lives. He kind of somewhat misled the police from what they're saying, and now he could not only dropping in his stock, but he could be facing jail time. I just want to shed some light on this because Signature Required is all about your purpose, your name, the power of your name, understanding what type of power your name has. Unfortunately, these type of situations do come up because people make mistakes. However, I want to try to help you not make those mistakes, especially these athletes. I really think that we really need to educate a lot more, support a lot more in those areas, because once you sign these deals and you get a substantial amount of money before going to the league or going to the NFL, you go buy things, right? And sometimes those things can be fast cars, it can be guns, they can be anything that does not necessarily have to have a negative connotation. Another similar situation that we just seen in the media was with the Migos, and unfortunately a life was taken, takeoffs. From what we heard, or whatever the case the situation was, there was a dice game that was played. They said that Takeoff was sitting in the background, and I guess an argument occurred, and he went to see what was going on, and then he was shot in the head. Very, very, very unfortunate. But like these type of situations, when you get to a certain level, you cannot be around the same people. It's not that you're better than them. It's not that you have more than them. It's just that those situations could put you in a situation is not worth all the things that you have going for yourself. His life was lost and he had nothing to do with anything. So sometimes being at the wrong place at the wrong time can lead to uncertain circumstances. People who have put in work and that are going to the next level, you have to be mindful of the things that you attend. You have to be mindful of the company that you keep. Sometimes we just have to let that past life die because it is not essential to where we're trying to go. However, this situation is very unfortunate because 2 lives were lost. And so I just want to lead and really just give some tips that you can kind of use when navigating through signing a contract or coming up on the combine or potentially going to the NFL, the NBA, MLB, anything of that matter. 1, just taking a inventory of your circle. You have to shed people. They can't go with you. People are bad for your image. They're bad for where you're going, and they really don't even understand or even appreciate where you're going, right? There is a Bible saying that bad company corrupts good character and iron sharpens iron. When you are walking and you have power in your name and you are going to another level, you have to take an inventory of your circle and understand that everyone can't go, and some people will have to get left behind. 2, make sure that you really take the time to listen to your mentors. People that want to see you win will not lead you astray. And I know when you're young and you're experiencing new things, sometimes we don't want to listen, right? But those mentors, whether it be an agent or a family member or a brother or sister, they want to see you win. Knowing that you have a mentor that will hold you accountable is important. So just really be open to their opinions, them leading you in the right way. 3, I would say if you have gotten any type of money and it's within budget, have an attorney on retainer for situations like this. You never know what can happen and what can come up. I am a personal development coach. You can reach me at BrittanyRenee.com. But those are things that I help with, and really just putting you in the right hands of people that, again, want to see you win, that care about you. And lastly, being able to sacrifice a good time. Things are tied to situations that can be potentially hazardous to you. I understand street racing can be okay sometimes in the right places, but there's more negative associated with street racing than there is positive. Everyone makes mistakes. I wish Jalen Carter the best. I will definitely keep him in my prayers. But to all the rest of the athletes, to all the young people who are listening and watching, I just encourage you to really take away those tips that I just gave. And if you're looking for a personal development coach, someone to just walk alongside of you, be accountable to you, I'm available at BrittanyRenee.com, but get someone that you really trust will hold you accountable so that you can avoid situations like this. And again, this is a Sig Talk on Signature Requires podcast. I can be reached at BrittanyRenee.com. Get your Signature Required merch at SignatureRequired.com. We just had a drop this last Saturday. So we have new colors. We'd love to see you rocking it. And remember that you have a purpose, your name has power, and your signature is required. Peace.